I stepped through the door to find a gallery full of illusion people. Despite size remarked during my earlier visits, I always thought it would be very spacious, but now when this crowd like this, it looks positively cramped. I immediately noticed Sai standing in the middle of a lively discussion, busily chatting with some old gentleman. She's actually pretty tall and kind of cool looking, so she stands out in the crowd. There are a few dozen wine glasses laid on the tables along the back wall filled with burgundy liquid. A vast majority of the guests are sipping from their own glasses. The socialites and art connoisseurs are mingling happily. Oh, fancy! Exchanging mild opinions about Ren's art, which seems to be a secondary object of interest for most. I feel distance, excluding from the other people here. I can't claim even in a stretch to be a social chameleon, so the situation is quite unnerving. Since I don't blend into the crowd at all, I just fake that I do, trying to look cool and smooth as I can. I see what she was trying to go for in this painting. It symbolizes the eternity of pain and loss in Chief's Danishes. I'm just saying. Oh, it's so minuscule, but so massive at the same time. Oh, I don't know art, but I know what I like. Oh, I wonder how Ren is handling all this. If it was me, I'd be quite freaked out. For my anxiety aside, I try to carefully navigate through the crowd, stealing peeks at the framed paintings now hanging on the walls. Creepy. Ooh, I like this one. One exhibition takes about half of the gallery's wall space. Some paintings are less familiar than others, but I recognize most of them. Oh, I really like this one. Some I've seen being created at the club meetings after all. I'll remember from the time when Ren was choosing her portfolio. I know that a couple of unfinished paintings are framed on the wall as well. Maybe that's why they call it coincidental art. Even Ren's failures, if you call them that, become exhibits of her skill. Quite paradoxical. Oh, I should have waited. That last one looked pretty cool too. She herself is nowhere to be seen, which is strange because even though it's crowded, the gallery is pretty small. It's fine, sort of. I don't know how to face her after yesterday. Maybe I shouldn't even come. But I promised various people, Ren included, that I would, so... Damn, it sounds like I do things just because of my instinctual properness compels me to, not because I would be sensible or not. I sneak closer to the side to wait for a lull in the conversation so I can chat her up. Even though her voice is almost completely buried under the general background noise, I hear bits and pieces of her talking about Ren. Yes! Yes, she's at high school, at a local school, even though she's graduating next year. I'm sure various art schools would be interested in. I thought it'd be interesting to have an exhibition of someone who's still in the early stages of development. It's so strange, it's like Ren some kind of mini celebrity even though there's nothing but a small exhibition opening at a small gallery of a small town. In fact, there's a friend of mine from... It's a sound! My eavesdropping is interrupted by a familiar voice and a familiar slap on the back. I don't need to guess the source of it either, even without turning around. Hi, Emmy. Hi! Are you like a representative of your club or something? I don't see anyone else from school here. I don't really know. I guess I am if that's the case. What about you? What about me? You didn't think I'm interested in art? Is that it, Sal? No, that's not... Well... Yeah, pretty much. I mean, even though you hang out with Ren, I never heard you talk about art with her, so... Emmy helps and looks around her, looking discontented. It's true, I don't get it at all, but she came to my track meet, so I thought it's only fair to return the favor. She leans closer, trying to look confidential, but only managing to look conspiring. Do you get art? No, I don't. At all. My emphasizing head shake draws a giggle and a cheery handshake of her own out of Emmy. Me neither. Hey, let's go talk with Ren. I bet you haven't yet, because I haven't either. Come on. Before she has a chance to forcefully drag me to Ren, Shen appears behind her with Ren in his tow. She's not dressed for the occasion, instead opting for her usual school uniform and unkempt hair. It's not like she can do it with ease. We don't all have hands like ourselves, Hasao. And this fabulous... She has fabulous hair. He has okay hair, is old. And nice hair, too. Okay, everyone has nice hair but me. Because that one freaking strand of hair is flicking out of nowhere. Man, I hate that. I hate that shit. Maybe her natural look is what suits her best. Hello, teacher. Hi, Ren. Unfazed, Emmy greets the teacher cheerfully, causing him to turn around and look down, confusedly. Who are you? I'm Emmy from school class 3-4. Don't you remember? She looks positively shocked at the prospect that there could be a person who doesn't know her. Oh, sorry. You're in the same class as Tuzaki, is right? Yeah. You have to pardon me. I have trouble remembering students who don't take art. Don't mind. Hi, Ren. Hello. Congratulations on your super cool art thing. I'm sure you'll be a big hit. She throws her arms into the air for boisterous emphasis, almost hitting me in the face. And look, Hasao came too! Rin doesn't look at me, nor does she greet me. Congrats, Rin. She keeps averting her gaze, pointedly looking at her sandals. I believe it's the tension between us, and ignorant of what happened yesterday, Emmy keeps on blabbering about this and that to an unresponsive Rin. I guess she's used to not getting much out of her at times. Before long, Shen and Sai return to Rin, introducing her. Expecting I catch a second of confusion when the guests see her arms. Sai is luckily on the bar and briefly explains about her school. Doubtful, her face is quickly changed to curious. Would you mind telling us something about your art? Alpha development is quite easily noticeable. What do you think yourself of the differences between the older and the more current works? It's quite rare for someone so young to dabble into abstraction. It would have been interesting to see how you work. Oh, definitely. I assume you use your feet. Must have been a great trouble to learn. You should be proud. Will you be pursuing a career as an artist after school? She's bombarded with so many questions she can't even hope to answer all of them. Maybe that's for the best. Rin tends to talk nonsense more than occasionally. So, where do you get your ideas? That's the fifth was. Rin keeps stumbling with her words, looking more and more vexed by the expectant inquiries. Everyone is waiting for her to say something, but she looks like a cat got a tongue. Each question piling up just adds to her distress. I fail to hear the question that is the proverbial one too many. It's like a motor stalling. Rin just freezes for a long second till she falls on her knees, hitting the floor ungracefully like a sack of potatoes. Are you alright? I don't know. Tazaki, what's wrong, girl? I don't know what's wrong. A terrible silence falls upon the people gathered around Rin. Everyone is petrified, not knowing how to react to a sudden seizure or something. She breathes with deep, trembling gasps as she was running out of air, staring ahead of herself with hollow eyes. Seeing that nobody does anything, I force myself to help Rin to her feet, letting her lean against me to keep standing. Would you like some fresh air? Okay, let's go outside for a bit. I don't even wait for her to answer before grasping her shoulder and pulling her past the stunned-looking Shin, Sai, Emmy, and guest. Excuse us. The cool evening breeze hits my face at the door. I let go of Rin. She leans against the stone wall, trying to catch her breath. Are you alright? I couldn't say anything. Rin is not looking at me, so I look away too. The streetlights and color neon signs twist my vision to a blur of near blindness, forcing me to look back. At least she talks, even just directing her words to me. What did you want to say? Maybe both of us can imagine that we are talking to an invisible friend. I don't know. Something that would have meant something. The silence lasts for a long time. I don't feel comfortable being alone with Rin. I'm not good at imagining things that don't exist, or that things that exist don't. We should go back in. The guests I invited are in there. They probably want to meet you and talk with you. You know, ask you questions and stuff about those pains you worked so hard for. I don't want them to ask me questions like that. I can never say the right things. What do you want then? That someone wouldn't have to ask questions from me. Okay, now this is the pivotal point in the last. Every route has two routes. Not routes. Endings. Well, some have 3 endings. The first ending would have been if you said explain. That's the bad ending. But in my personal opinion, there's 2 bad endings. The neutral ending, which is this one, is sad as hell. So I think I'd say there's 2 bad endings and there's only 1 good ending. But if you found someone like that, then what? Because she wants to be understood. She doesn't care about happiness. She cares about being happy, but she doesn't care about her paintings being big or anything. She just cares about being understood. That's why she paints. Well, that's what I got from it when I was playing this. So that's why I got the good ending. So I'm gonna lie, I got the bad ending for it was a Hanako. No. Hanako was just crushing. Oh, and Shazine. You know, when it says comfort Misha, I wasn't expecting that sort of comfort. So when I got the bad ending, I was like, I wasn't expecting that when they said comfort Misha. That's the problem with these text-based games or choices matter games. they say something like, you know, help the old lady, but then you might say, help the old lady die and beat her with a cup. Like, they don't really portray what you think in your mind sometimes. But if you found someone like that, then what? Do you really think that it would be some kind of be-all, end-all thing, star-crossed levels and happily ever after? My question is met with a blank stare, darkness in her eyes unfazed by the thinly veiled bitterness. No, I don't think that. But at least then I wouldn't have to be alone. She whispers the words to the lights of the town, but I hear them anyway. I shouldn't have done this. Not yet. The exhibition? She nods and closes her eyes, breathing calmly as if to prove she can. And then she continues talking to herself. Why? Wrong conjunction of the planets? No, not that. I double checked and I got it up with the right, left foot, and did everything else left. Right. It's me. I was wrong. She stands straight and stretches before stepping past me into the street. Wait, where you going? She stops on her tracks and turns around, looking at me quizzically. School. I'm leaving. What? Why? Because I want to be me. Rin walks off, leaving me behind utterly confused. Rin! But something she said really touched me, or maybe it was the way she said it. Maybe it was the fact that she said it. I want to say something back to her before I forget this feeling again. As if granting me a wish, Rin stops in her tracks. She doesn't turn around, just keeps waiting for me to say what I want, even though I don't even have time to think about it yet. Rin, listen, I don't believe you have to be alone. Even if you never meet anyone like that. I don't know if she heard my words, but either way, she doesn't react in any way. For the final time, she starts walking away from the gallery. And me, I wouldn't go back in there. Shit, I would follow her or leave. I ain't going back in this place, but Hasao does, so I guess I am too. So where's Tazaki? I can only shake my head, but as it doesn't seem to be a sufficient answer, I have to say something. She ran away. What? The horrific realization spreads on his face like wildfire. This is a fiasco! A catastrophe! What is that girl thinking? The most important event of her life, and she just runs off. And you! Why didn't you stop her? I'm gonna hold you personally responsible! Sai interrupts him and holding her hands calmly. As Squishy intervened, the teacher was starting to get a few weird looks from the nearby guests. Now, Shin. She probably just had stage fright. I don't know how well as you people do, but I did get the image that she is somewhat peculiar. This kind of thing can happen. You'll be fine. I'll explain that she suddenly became ill. The guests will surely understand. But look around you. Everyone seems to be rather happy with their free wine and chit-chat. The guests will be fine, but we're missing on opportunities here. Networking, making contacts with the acquaintances. As the adults keep arguing about something that can't be helped, Amy tugs my sleeve to get my attention. She doesn't look very happy either. Come on! Where? We're going to find Rin and kick her ass! What? I can't believe it! She is so stupid! That Rin, how can she do this? I'm telling you, she's a bit of a common sense in her head! Amy is seriously angry, only missing steam rising from my ears. I guess I understand Amy, she's that kind of person. Give up has never felt like a part of a vocabulary. Maybe she feels this shouldn't be part of anyone's vocabulary. It's probably the best to leave her alone for tonight. What? Are you a Rin expert now? She takes a firm stance and puts her hand on her hips confrontationally. It's like she wants to pick a fight with me too. No, I don't think that's even possible in the first place. I just don't think kicking her ass would do any good. My remark surprisingly works as Amy slumps her shoulders a little in size. I know that. You do? The last time I did that, it changed nothing. The ride back to school is in an empty late night bus is silent. Both of us keep staring at the lights flashing past the windows without saying a word. The nightly grounds are quiet. It's only by the wan moon and yellow lamppost. We say our goodbyes in front of the dormitory. Amy reflexively clenches her fist, compels me to ensure that she won't assault Rin the moment I let her out of my sight. Promise me not to go scold her. She looks at me, her eyes again flame with anger that I match with a calming stare as I can. It's only easy to face an angry woman if you're not the target of her ire. At the moment of mismatched staring contest, she sighs and shakes her head in defeat. You're too nice, Asao. Did you know that? Hints of a smile tucking the corners of her mouth as she says that, and she seems a lot more relaxed. What a sudden change of mood. Maybe she wasn't as angry as she seemed to begin with. Maybe her moods change easily. If I was, I would have let you have your way. Does that mean you're only nice to Rin? Both of us are hiding our concern behind empty jokes, but at least it puts me in a good mood. Amy waggles her eyebrows with a half-amused smirk, trying to push my buttons. Not gonna work. No, it just means that I'm not only nice to you. No, it just means I'm not nice only to you. Hey! Good night, Emmy.